Welcome everyone to the female bodybuilding channel. And JB, you have to introduce our guest today.
We have Jozeffa Alajahji from Sweden. Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
JB, you got to put more effort into that, how you announced it, JB. So anyway, JB, no, Jozeffa first and foremost. So I think JB texted me, I think it was 2018, and he said, AJ, look at this Jozeffa girl here. And I said, whoa, correct? And then we put you on, I think it was MD, Must Development. You were a star profile, 2019. JB, she was with Michael Hearn and everyone in that episode, by the way.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
Then you were a young girl figure. You wanted to go to physique, correct? 2 years has happened, and JB, finally it happened, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. You won your pro card in Spain. Was it Emilio Martinez pro qualifier, correct?
No, it was in Italy. In Spain,
Italy.
So I couldn't get that.
Correct. You won the women's physique class, and you're now IFBB pro.
Yes.
So how does that feel, first and foremost?
I mean, after everything I went through last year, it feels amazing we were able to get the pro card. It was so much going on in my life and everything, so like I was so happy finally getting it.
So can you let people in a little bit today so they can get to know you better, or no?
All right, my name is Jozeffa. I am right now living in...
No. I mean, when you said you went such a hard life, such a hard year that so much went on. Talk to us about what went on.
No, like just some stress, some work-related stuff, and some other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like everything turned out great, and we were able to, get the pro card.
So how was the moment when because a lot of people know you from Instagram and from different, you have like YouTube videos out with like people have made this collage of you, and people have seen you a lot, but they didn't see you so much on stage because you were taking off to improve, you know? So how does it feel to not only be an Instagram star, you know, but also like a professional athlete? You must feel validated, because there were some doubters, wasn't there, back in the day?
There will always be doubters, but you know, I just mind my own business. I know what I need to do, listening to my coach, and you know, just doing the work.
So now you're a pro, but JB, what class is she a pro in?
Yeah, what do we expect? I think because the great win she had in Spain in the women's bodybuilding class, she will do it
in Italy. Oh yeah, correct. In Spain as well. Yes.
Women's bodybuilding. So I think it's gonna be the women's bodybuilding class. I think so. I hope so.
Right? So Jozeffa, back to Jozeffa. First of all, are you going to compete in women's bodybuilding or women's physique?
We're gonna have a really good off season right now, growing season, where we're just gonna check out my body every week and see what's happening, and like plan everything according to it. But like the goal now is to get like some good size on.
So it's women's bodybuilding?
I don't know, whatever my coach said better, I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I love women's bodybuilding and I would love to compete in that, but it's all come down on how I look like, how big I am, how like my proportions are. So first I need to have a growing phase and then decide.
So it means you're going to go into a growing phase right now, and then decide after the growing phase is finished what class you're Nasir, that's Haisen Nasir, would say where you would fit, or do you decide together, or does he decide alone, or how's this?
Like, no, we're gonna grow and see like each week what's happening, and like set up a plan and just following it. Yeah.
So where do you train now? Out of what gym? Who are you training alone? Do you training with someone to push you? What's the mindset for this growing phase? Because this is a new chapter in your career.
Yeah, it's I train alone here in Sweden. I train at some like normal gyms near the house and stuff because it's freezing cold right now. And it's all about eating now, sleeping, and getting bigger.
So when you go into a normal gym looking like you do, huge and freaky, and then you walk into the gym, first of all, do you stay covered up in the gym, or do you wear like tops and like singlets? What do you wear?
No, I am always covered up.
You're always covered up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's because we know Sweden, just like in Norway, they're not fan of muscle. So when you go into a regular gym, do they look at you strange, or?
I'm always covered up. I am always going to these two gyms I normally always go to, and they are like used to me now, lifting heavy and stuff. And yeah, and my big clothes. So yeah.
Okay. Have you applied for the Wings of Strength Ambassador List program, by the way?
Yes, I did.
So JB, that means she's going into women's bodybuilding then, because they're only going to give it to women bodybuilders, the Ambassador List program, correct, JB?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So we're gonna strive for it, what?
Anyway. So, how long is this growing phase is going to be?
I don't know. We started 2 weeks ago, and it's going really good now. Like, yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing and see, like, where we're gonna be at.
Okay. And also, we see you have also now signed with, who are you repping there on your sweater?
Gasp and Better Bodies. On my sweater here is Gasp.
So for people at home, Gasp is the biggest clothing. Is it the biggest clothing company in bodybuilding in the world right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from Sweden, the same country. You're from Sweden and Syria, correct?
Yes, that's right.
How is your we can go into that later, but the Gasp. So who approached who, and talk to us how it is to be with Gasp and Better Bodies, because it must be good to have them behind you now as a pro.
I mean, I always before, like when I started training, I always bought their clothes, loved their hoodies, everything. And I was talking to my coach, and he said to me like, yeah, why don't you send them a message? I said, yeah, why not? They're really cool. And then they responded really fast, and I got to meet the one responsible here in Sweden, and we just like went on from there, and yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's a good sign, JB, isn't it?
Yeah, straight from the way. Okay, you're in it, and we got you. That's good.
Yeah, good. Who else pros are there from Sweden now? There is you, Irene Anderson, and that's about it in women's bodybuilding in physique. No, and we have Jeanette.
Yeah.
So you're only three girls in women's bodybuilding or physique from Sweden at the moment.
Yeah.
So, and also you're the only, how many girls from Syria is an IBB pro?
I have never seen anyone actually, but I don't know. I have never seen any.
No. How is it to be from, because your family is completely from Syria, correct?
Yeah.
So how is it for people who haven't seen other interviews before? Talk to us. How is it to standing on the stage in the thong for them, for people from Syria? Is that normal? Is that respected? Is it how is that?
No, at the beginning we had like much problems. Oh yeah, it's my first and second show. Like there were so much problems. Later, when I started to do international shows and stuff, they were like super supportive. And right now, it's like a good thing.
So you changed their mindset when you became when you did the good job. They were all behind you.
Yeah, I got so much messages from different like important people in Syria telling me like that they're proud of me. I am completely doing something different, and yeah, so they changed their minds.
That's good.
So you changed their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that feel good, or to have the support of them?
Yeah, I do have the support of them. They are really amazing, and it feels good like having them on board, like having them like seeing it differently.
After the growing phase is done and you're going to start, are you planning to compete in 2022?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
JB,
Yeah.
since you're such a planner of IBB Pro events, give me 2 scenarios Jozeffa should do in 2022.
Well, yeah, we have. It depends how long it will take with the off-season phase. I don't know, but maybe the latest one for the. Are you planning for going to Olympia this year, or did you say okay, it's next year? What are you planning?
We are actually just gonna focusing on the off season and see. We just have to plan step by step, like winning a pro show and then off to Olympia.
Okay.
So for the
yeah, okay.
So JB,
yeah.
What would you plan? What would we plan in 2022?
Okay, I would suggest that the first step would be in November, Romania, then, because we have a long time then. But it's would be difficult for no, not difficult. Well, because Olympia is in December, right? Yeah, so can be the chance to go to the States afterwards then. So it's then 4 weeks or something between Romania and Olympia. So I would suggest that you going for the Romania stuff, and you have enough time to grow up. With my suggestion, Romania.
So obviously you would do the off-season grow now and then start cutting around late summer, and then you would do the Romania and the Spain show. That's in Spain. That's in November as well.
Yeah.
They have a women's bodybuilding and physique event.
Yeah.
So you will have 2 opportunities, either to go physique or bodybuilding, either in Romania, also in Spain. How does that sound, Jozeffa?
Well, I gotta ask my coach because he's looking at it. We want to win shows, so he's the one having to pick the right time.
Okay. Talk to us a little bit about. I see your coach is you have high respect for him. Tell us how is your guys' relationship, and how has he helped you to become that you are this last year?
Yeah, he's an amazing coach. He have helped me with like so much. Like every time I feel down, I'm able to talk with him. I call him, he picks up immediately, and like, yeah, it's like it feels super good having him like coaching me.
Well, JB, this is exciting, isn't it? When we, what can I say? When we followed her that closely for these years, and then no matter in COVID and things are not going on like supposed to do always on other things in life, but she did made it in 2021. JB, it's a good thing. It's exciting. Yeah,
I would say directly, Jozeffa, you've gone so much through in this year, in 2 years now, and you made it. Besides that, and it was great. So 2022, you can rock. So definitely,
all gas, no break.
Yeah. And now, Jozeffa, you're young. How old are you? 25. What is it? 25?
Yeah, 25.
So 25 years old, new pro, women's bodybuilding house, finally with some sponsors, with Jake Wood, we have 16 shows this year. in women's bodybuilding, we used to have like 5, if you know what I mean. Not even that.
Yeah.
It's all the girls now. Well, that's true. We have some of them are a little bit older, but there are younger coming up as well, and you are coming up in it. So this is the really time to put everything else on the side and go all in.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to do, correct?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Only eating, training, and sleeping. Nothing else this year.
Eating, training, and sleeping. Before we go, we just want to hear about the training, eating, and sleeping. How many times do you work out a week? How is it? What type of training do you do? How much calories do you do? And a little bit about supplementation.
So I do 3 days training, 1 day off, push, pull, and leg rest. And after my pro card win, I actually took 2 months just to relax. I was a little bit sick. I got some virus in Italy. So I took some time. Now we're just getting back to, working the metabolism up, working everything up. So we're starting, I don't know how many calories, but the foods are it's good amount of food. And we're only getting...
One question. I heard it a lot of times, especially with your coach. When you say working the metabolism up, what does that mean?
We don't want to be in off season looking all fat. We still want to have those tight waist and stuff. So it's important to really work the metabolism up, to not add too much food too fast and then just blow up in the wrong way. So do you know how many calories you are around? I have no idea. I don't count my calories.
You just follow the plan.
Yes.
Yes. And you've been completely off everything now, correct?
AJ, I am living in Sweden. Come on, man.
Oh, we are living, JB. We are living in Sweden. she's been. We're not allowed to talk. I forgot. Next question. That's correct. That's true. We gotta go past that. But anyway,
just protein.
We're in the growing phase now. What?
Just protein. Just protein.
Correct.
Yeah. Cream of rice.
Hey, by the way, are they going to? We remember in Sweden they arrested Tony Freeman for looking too good. Do you remember that?
I heard something about it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going to happen at the Sweden show then? Is it going to be safe for people to come?
Yeah. We hope so. Yeah.
Tony Freeman was 10 years ago.
Tony Freeman was 10 years.
Coming now to Sweden and just we have to have athletes here joining us, so everything has to go well.
And we have corona free. What is it? Sweden is officially, every restriction is thrown out in the trash, correct?
Yeah.
What does that mean? So we don't need any corona passes, any corona tests, any nonsense to get there, correct?
Nothing. Yeah.
Wow. That's got to feel. How does that feel living in Sweden and it's finally open? Do you care, or is it just life is the same? It doesn't really matter.
Life is the same because the gyms are open like normal and everything is going on normal. Even during this lockdown the entire world had, we didn't have nothing here. It's normal for us.
Okay. JB, we are going to Sweden in 16th and 17th.
Yes.
We're going to Sweden to attend the MPC Sweden Pro Show, qualifying show. And obviously you're going to be there, Jozeffa.
Yes.
So we hope we can get either video training footage, correct? From you.
Oh, yeah.
So female bodybuilding channel, we're going to get a workout in with Jozeffa, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And then by that time, it'll be gone. It's 10 weeks. So you're going to be packing on some size for that, correct?
Packing on size and some real power.
Yes. Because people, I've watched Jozeffa train in the gym, especially legs, the leg pressing. Do you remember the leg pressing, JB? Tell us, how much do you leg press with good form?
And me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With good form, like I haven't done leg presses, I think, since that video, really.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 times more, but like with good form, I don't know.
Oh, okay, because you're really strong.
In the legs, yeah, because like that have always been my favorite part to train. So, but we're gonna see you guys come here and do the filming. We have to see what leg presses we're gonna be making.
Yeah.
Good. Well, everyone, I hope you guys now pay attention to Jozeffa even more than before. She's coming in 2022. She's one of the new young pros here from Europe. And the plan is working. And Nasir has the plan. She's going to follow it to a T. And we can't wait. And we're going to have some great footage for you guys in Sweden. And anyone you want to say anything to Jozeffa before we go?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Just nothing.
Parents, sponsors.
All gas.
What?
All gas, no brakes.
JB?
Yeah.
We are
out.
Hi, I'm Minna Pajulahti and you're watching Female Bodybuilding Channel.
Welcome to the Female Bodybuilding Channel. And today we are joined by JB as always. And first time ever, we have an athlete who's not in women's physique or women's bodybuilding. And then we had to go to our favorite fitness athlete of all time, JB. Introduce her.
That's my longtime friend, Minna Pajulahti from Finland. Hi, Minna.
Yes, hi everyone. Thanks for having me. This is such an honor to be in your show.
JB, when you say long-time friend, how long have you followed Minna Pajulahti's career?
Whoa, long time. 10 years? 10 years? At minimum.
10
yeah.
years?
Yeah, minimum.
When did you, first of all, tell us a little bit more. You done wellness, you done fitness, you started as a power lifter, strong woman, correct?
I actually started, I did cheerleading and gymnastics till I was like 18 years old. And
When
then
did you start that?
Yeah.
When did you start?
When I
What
started.
age?
I started doing those when I was 8 years old.
Wow, 8 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, and then when I was 18, I got into fitness and I competed for the first time in the year 2000. In
2000.
fitness. Yes.
What type of fitness is that? Is that the same that we see now on the pro league stage, or when you say fit, what does that mean in Finland? What does that mean?
Yes, it means that. So there is
Okay.
routine and then there is physique round. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then I got some injuries, but then I got my pro card 2010. Then I broke my Achilles tendon. And after that, I competed 2 years in women's physique because the doctor said that no more jumping for me. So I was like, okay, but I still love building my body. So let's try women's physique.
That was 2010 or 2012?
That was actually 2015, 2016. So there was like 2012, I had my Achilles tendon surgery. And then I started also to do powerlifting because I couldn't do anything with my legs at the moment. So I thought, okay, let's do a bench press because I have been always quite strong and I have liked lifting heavy weights. So I thought that, okay, now it's time for me to compete also in bench press. And later I did also powerlifting.
Before we go into, because we got to know, people want to know your background because people seen you on your Instagram and all this. We see all these crazy modeling pics, but you have such a tremendous sports background. That's why I'm going closer into that. So first, with the powerlifting, just bench press, as you said, can you talk to us a little bit about how did you do in those? How did you do?
Yes, in bench press and also in powerlifting, I'm a world champion, and I have like many world records in different weight categories. So in bench press, my best raw lift was 125 kilos, under 75 kilograms category.
Yeah.
And then my best squat is 205.5 kilos, and also deadlift. I have actually lifted up 215.5, but it wasn't the good lift. It was somehow that they didn't accept it. So 205.5 is also my best deadlift.
So when you went from fitness into this, what were you thinking? Because this is quite a big difference between fitness and this. You have to change completely your training and your food probably and supplement. How was this mentally?
It was mentally, actually, I liked it a lot because I have always been a quite competitive person. So when I got my injuries, I was immediately like, okay, now it's time to do, because I have, when I was 20 years old, when I started to do lifting, I started to also think that someday I will do bench press competition. And I felt like, okay, now is the time. And then I actually came to this gym. I'm at the Bull Farm now. This is like real hardcore powerlifting gym. Okay. And then immediately Jani Ihalainen, who is like many times world records and champion titles. So he started to coach me in the bench press, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. And also the atmosphere that here is like, it was, suddenly it was more like, because I had my diet going on, and somebody said that, okay, let's have now some cake and coffee. And in the meantime, like we were doing bench press, and then we had like break, and okay, let's take some cake. And I was like, no, I'm on a diet. And the guys here were like, but why? So it was like totally different atmosphere here. And I felt like that the powerlifting, it actually did really good to me, like because then I knew that, okay, I can do whatever. Because, for example, I took away from water my body weight, like 8 kilos during one day. Like I was, before that, I was like, okay, I cannot do that kind of things. But Jani said to me, you can do whatever, let's try. And I did it. I did that. I did many, like my personal best lifts, world records. So I think it was actually really good. And it mentally, it made me much stronger. So I got to believe in myself. And also, I think that my training went to totally different level, because now I was doing like 1 rep max, and the mentality that I needed to change, because before that I did only like 6 to 8 reps normally. So it was totally different to do like whatever you can get in one lift. So I think it was really good that I came here, that and that I started to do powerlifting. And I actually did powerlifting and women's physique, and also powerlifting and fitness at the same time. Last 2 years, I have been just concentrating in my fitness career, because I think now it's the time for that. And later on, I can do powerlifting again, because I feel like that I still have things that I want to accomplish also in powerlifting.
So when you started with women's physique, that was 2015, you said. How long did you do that?
I did it 2 years.
And that was back in the day when the girl weren't as shredded, or like that was back in the Dana Lynn Bailey days, correct?
It was Dana Lynn Bailey, yes, and then Mala Carne was competing then.
So how did it go? And how did it go, first of all? What placings did you have in women's physique?
I had 5th place here in Mosolani Pro, and then in Karina Nascimento Pro in the USA, I placed 6th. So I think that I got pretty good placings, because girls were coming from bodybuilding to do women's physique, and So I think it went really well.
Were you one of the bigger, harder girls, or were you one of the smaller, softer girls?
I was then back that time I was the bigger girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went from fitness as a power lifter to be one of the bigger physique girls, correct?
Correct.
At that time.
At that time, yes.
How was the difference between a fitness routine and a woman's physique routine? Can you tell us what's the difference? And was it easy for you or hard for you?
It was actually, in a way, it was easy because you don't have to jump, you don't have to get your heart beat so high. And now when I'm practicing my fitness routine, I have to make sure that I have slept well. Everything is like I'm warm enough so I don't get any injuries or anything like that. So, but when I was doing a woman's physique routine, it's more like just like doing art with your body. So posing, and it's more, it's different, yes. But I felt it like, of course, there is challenging things to find the right poses for you and to pose like a woman's physique athlete. So that was challenging, but I still felt like it was easy, and I really enjoyed doing that because it was more like just art and like enjoying the moment. Yeah.
3 questions about women's physique before we go. Who did you have? Sarah Viegas or Shanique Grant back in 2019? 20, I'm sorry.
Back in 2019, can you?
20, it wasn't 20, it was 2020 when Sarah Viegas beat Shanique. Who did you have?
I think I had because I loved, well, it's hard. In a way, Shanique, but in a way, because the condition was crazy, and it's like, I just saw the picture of her condition, so it was, and the routine was so beautiful.
So you had Sarah or you had Shanique? Who did you have?
I have Sarah. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about the evolution of women's physique now compared to when you competed? Which era do you prefer?
I think that Juliana Malacarne was like the perfect look for the women's physique, in my opinion. Like she had enough muscle, but still like not crazy lean. So I think she is really good, like representative of the women's physique category, in my opinion. Because now when we women's bodybuilding again back, so it, yeah, Juliana was great.
We've seen some different opinions when it comes to extreme, because women's physique usually have better conditioning than women's bodybuilding. Like wouldn't you say, JB? Like all over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
There are different streams. Yeah, you have the massive girls because of genetics, and you have the shredded ladies because of their conditioning, because they can do it, you know. But yeah, so I don't know.
So we ask you: is it possible for a woman to get that super shredded look we see in women's physique safely? Is that possible?
Of course, it depends, because everything is like so personally. Like some are more talented to get lean. Like I believe that in certain kind of leanness can be possible if you are talented in getting lean, and then it's of course safer. But if you're not so talented in that, and of course there is always things that might not be so safe, but yeah, I think it depends a lot of that fact also. Like, is it safe that you get in certain shape or certain muscle size? Like I think that some athletes, they are more, they have genes to get more muscle and more mass. So I think this is the same kind of thing.
I agree.
Last thing, touching on that, when Endo, we heard a lot about dangerous coaches and whatnot. At the end of the day, is it the athlete's responsibility for their own health, or do you feel it's more the coach's responsibility?
I think it's a cooperation. I think so. I think it's both of them. They have to, like, because I think that they have to talk with each other and think what is good and what is not. So, and yeah, I think that because everybody needs to also think by themselves. So,
yeah.
So what they want to do and what not. So I think it's like a cooperation. Yeah.
JB, we moving forward to 2018. Women's Physique is over. That's when I always saw, living in Norway, we did see Minna in different magazines because it's close to Norway, Finland. So we always saw her in, like, I think it was BK, wasn't it, Minna? You were used to be in those, is it BK or those bodybuilding, the fitness magazine we had in Europe. There was pictures of you and things like that. So I knew who you was, but in 2018, 19, I think I invited you on, I think it was a Moscow Development, one of the shows I had there, correct? And
yes,
at that time you were you were just starting back into fitness again.
yes,
and you were
correct.
hungry, but we didn't know how you would do. And what a crazy evolution you have had the last 2 years. JB, you follow Minna for a long time, JB.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the evolution you've seen from her the last 2 years?
The last 2 years was a great evolution, or can say it, yeah. We saw, from 2018, then I was celebrating you going back to fitness because I've always felt you was a fitness lady, you like to do the routines and so on. And then you got better and better, and your Olympia appearances were mind-blowing for me, and I always celebrate you when you are on stage and doing your routine. I always like them. So, and they got always better and better. So the evolution of from 2018 to now, and the last time I see you in Spain, so we're great. So, and Portugal, Portugal.
But we gotta say, since we're not gonna say your age, but to do this now in the second part of your career, even though you have all these modeling pics next to the younger girls and you look younger than them and better, to win all of a sudden pro shows every year, get qualified to the Olympia every year, when they have the ads for the Arnold Classic, you're the one they're putting into the ads, and we've seen you at expo booths with different supplement companies. With the six-pack is all. Can we show the abs one time now, please, Minna? Can we see the abs? Just
I don't know what the lighting is, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So JB, the abs, no matter what time of the year, it's always there. You go, there you go. Oh yeah, as they say. So it's like you come to a new, like. Talk to us about these 2 last years. How does it feel for you?
Yes, I did my comeback to fitness in 2018 because I got my second surgery to my Achilles tendon, and the result was better. So I was able to do again the routine and fitness category, what I love and where I started from. So of course I wanted to go back to fitness, and 2018 was the start, and I was in my first show I was 4th in Hawaii Pro, and then I knew that okay, maybe I still got this. And after that 2019, getting into the Olympia, then I realized that okay, now I'm in here, maybe I can get here again. And 2020 was maybe that I started to realize that I really can do this. Like if I have a goal, and now I'm so close of well, I was already in Olympia, but I was already like I might get into the top 5 even. What has been my goal for a long time. So when everything came like in a way like reality that I have before, it was just the thought. And now it became like reality. I was competing in the Olympia. I was winning pro shows. And of course, because of that, I also got more motivation and believing in myself. Like, I can do this and I can really be there. What I have always dreamed of and what I have always like thought that it would be great to be there someday. And now it came like reality. So of course it has been even like a little bit like being on a dream. Like, this is the life that I have been dreaming when I was 20. Like, now I'm there in the top athletes in this industry. I'm competing in Olympia. I'm going to Arnold, USA again. So of course it feels great. But now looking back my career, I feel like everything looks great there, because before it was even a little bit like, okay, I didn't make to Olympia. Like 10 years ago, I felt like, okay, maybe I wasn't talented enough. But all the time I have been believing somehow that when I just work, when I just do my work, I'm not maybe the most talented girl, but I really love what I'm doing. So I'm ready to do the work, and I can really be there, what I have always like just thought. And yeah, I can do this. Yeah.
But another thing you forgot to tell everyone, remember when you also did wellness.
I did that was only like one time try, because I coach athletes, and I think that when I have done something and I have competed in something, then I know a bit more. But yeah, the reason why I did it was because my coach Alina Popa.
She's your coach, yeah.
She's my coach. Yes, she has been my coach for quite many years already, and I have known her many years before even that. So it's great to have her supporting me and behind me, and I think that's one of the reasons that I'm here now, because I think I have found just the right people around me, because I couldn't do this by myself. So there is many really important person behind me, and Alina is one of them. But yeah, Alina is organizing the Romania Muscle Fest, and that year there wasn't the Fitness Pro show, but there was Wellness Pro show, and I was preparing for Olympia, and I thought that I want to see Alina before going to the USA and before Olympia, so we can just change something if needed when she sees me like live there. So yeah, I flew there, and we decided that I can do wellness, and she sees my condition and so on. And because I really love the category, I think it's really good new category for women, and it was nice to do it.
But wellness is known for extreme glute development and quads and hamstrings tie-ins. Did you have to train anything special for this at all, or?
Well, of course, if I would do it again later, then I would maybe totally change my training routine more than that it would be only like legs and glutes and not upper body. So, but yeah, I have been trying to grow my legs all the time and also glutes. So in a way, I have been doing that. But of course, if I would concentrate to wellness, then the whole routine would be different. Yeah. So that was only like one time try, and I don't say that I wouldn't do it again, but at the moment I think it's my time to compete in fitness.
Well, I remember I was in Romania. JB, you chickened out. You were afraid of COVID or something, I think. This was in 2020, was it? Or 21 in Romania? 20.
20.
Yeah. That was it was a great feeling, wasn't it, Minna, when everyone was in deep COVID crisis and we were there you know, the bodybuilding feeling when you meet everyone in the industry and people feel like it's togetherness. It was very special, wasn't it, to compete in COVID times?
It was to see everyone, and we had the feeling that we are doing this together and meet all the fitness people, and yeah, and the venue was so beautiful in Romania as well, so
Yeah.
it was great, and all the competitions that has been held during this COVID time, so it's really big thank you to all the promoters who have been, like in Europe. Emilio is doing an amazing job, and yeah, all the Spain and Portugal shows, and so yeah.
But now we are less than 4 weeks away to the Arnold Classic Ohio. You are now one of the favorites to get in that top 3 spot, wouldn't you say? Minna? Yeah?
Yes.
You're not there? Of course. We are going with the physique round there. It's going to be you versus Missy Truscott and what's her name? Tamara Vaughn. She's got an excellent physique. I think that's her name. Tamara Vaughn, is it? Tamara.
Yeah, Tamara has the really shredded legs, and then there is also Ariel
Kadir.
Yes. So it's going to be a really good competition, really good athletes. So I think it's going to be a tough lineup. But yeah, of course, it will be.
So when you're going up against Missy Truscott, who is the most popular fitness girl right now, you know what I mean? And she's been dominating with Whitney Jones. And yeah, well, it's because they just won their both Olympia. Do you feel like you have a chance to beat her? Are you going in to win? What type of mindset when you're meeting a girl who's won the Arnold twice and the Olympia, and she's shared everywhere and whatnot, and if you know what I mean? How do you go into this? What's your mindset?
Of course, I have also secret mindset. I won't tell. That's something that I have in my head. But
Tell us.
Then there is the realistic also mindset. But of course, when you're going this kind of show, the only thing that you are going to do, of course, is your best, and then see, and also hope that everyone is going to bring their best. And then the judges will decide who is the last woman standing there. But of course, I have a mindset that I'm going to do everything that I can. I try to be my best, and then we see how it goes. But yeah, of course, the mindset is there has to be a certain mindset, and that you can get everything out of yourself. And when it's time to step on stage, you know that you're ready.
What routine will we see? What routine will we see?
It's going to be a new routine. Yeah,
Any clue? Can we get any hint?
What would be the hint? I think it's going to be maybe the routine that is more really who I am, or it combines different elements that there is inside of me. I think that there is power, there is the femininity, and there is the flexibility and things like that. So hopefully you're going to see those in Fitness International stage. Yeah.
And the physique, are you coming in? What type of look are you bringing?
I think that my look in last Olympia was, or also Alina said that it was the best that she has shown me on fitness stage. So we have been continuing that kind of work how we worked before Olympia, and also tried to improve some of my some of the things that I need to get a little bit more improved. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be even better than in last Olympia, and I feel like it's going to be. So then we're going to see that in a few weeks.
So
Great.
when it's all said and done, power lifter, fitness athlete, pro show winning, even did wellness, women's physique, TV shows. You've been part of the Finnish Gladiator, I believe.
Yes, yes.
You done commercials. You done different TV projects. A
Yes.
million and million and million and million of photo shoots, correct?
Yeah, and now there is also the first NPC regional in Finland that is going to be Minna Pajulahti Grand Prix, which is a great honor to have that kind of show with my name. So thank you, Ian from 2 Pros Pro for trusting me, and also the whole IFBB Pro League for.
And now for people doesn't know, there's not much NPC bodybuilding events in Norway, Finland, and Denmark and Sweden until now. So
Yes.
it's awesome that the 2 Bros team and the NPC Sweden have put this back to Scandinavia, and now your name on it and your expertise. I'm sure you'll be like the what do you call it? Not the godfather, because you're a woman. What do you call it, JB? The godfather of Finnish fitness, or what do you call? What do you say? What is that, Minna? What would you say? What's the word for godfather in for a woman? What would that be?
I'm searching right now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well.
Mistress of. I don't know.
What did you say, JB? Mistress? That's not the same. What are you talking about? The mistress of fitness. That doesn't sound like something else, JB. But anyway. So, okay. Minna, we are excited. I think people who enjoy female muscle, they will be happy that you came on, because you've done so many different things. And many people watch women's bodybuilding, women's physique. They also follow you on your Instagram, because I see the same guys commentating there as they do on women's bodybuilding. So, JB, hey, have you seen when JB puts those thumbs up on each of one of your posts, isn't it?
Yes, I have.
What does that mean, JB?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, me and Minna, we know so such a long time, and I think we have a good relation. So, thumbs up.
Okay. It means raise the roof, correct, or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Minna. Before we go, we got it. This is with. Can we see you most muscular?
Most muscular?
Yes.
Yeah,
most muscular. This is women's bodybuilding, JB, isn't it?
Come on, please.
This is women's bodybuilding, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Wow.
That's this one, yeah.
Yeah.
And the front lat spread, yeah. And from the back double by.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, JB.
Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, the delts and the back is very thick now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Minna. And people can watch you. This will be out, of course, before the Arnold, but people can watch you. Go to the stream, Arnold Classic TV, JB, isn't it? Or
yeah.
And people pay for the stream and support the athletes, and it's going to be awesome. Good luck, Minna.
Oh, thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Minna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to the Female Bodybuilding channel. And today, who are we joined by, JB?
We have Kristina Mendoza from the US. Welcome.
Okay. We got to say Kristina Nicole Mendoza. We always say Nicole in there. It's very important.
Sorry. Okay.
What's the nickname?
2, 1, go.
No. It's okay. It's okay. What's the nickname? The Cuban, is it, don't you have a nickname?
Yes, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Missile of?
Well, you can say the Cuban Muscle Crisis.
The Cuban Muscle Crisis. Oh, that sounds very good. That sounds
Spectacular.
So we haven't talked on camera since when? I can't remember. When was it?
Last year.
Been a while.
Yeah, you've been very busy, correct?
At least a year, maybe.
Yeah, last year.
Something like that.
Was it after Savannah?
Or before. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, that was last year.
Well, yeah. So Savannah went. It was great. No, Savannah. What are we talking about? Tampa.
Savannah
I'm
was
sorry.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Chicago was the last show.
So Chicago was great. We're not going to go into that. Real close. Everything so close to Olympia and all this. Yes, yes. Now we are 2022.
Yes.
And you have now a new coach.
Yes.
And for people, this is Matt Jansen. And he is known for putting a lot of size on their athletes. You can look at, Nick Walker, Brett Wilkin,
Yeah.
Sean Clarida, Hunter Henderson right now. Isn't it? Hunter Henderson?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
He worked with her last year. Yep.
So why did you pick Matt Jansen and how do you feel it's going?
So far it's going good. It took me a while to decide on a coach after Chicago. I took some time to really think about it. So it was from Chicago was end of July.
Correct.
So about the end of July, and then me and Matt spoke in November, and that's when I had already decided. Matt Jansen and my husband are known each other for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband obviously plays a big role in my prep as well. And I like the way Matt Jansen kind of trains and has his athletes train, and obviously how they present themselves on stage. So me and my husband we had a phone call with Matt Jansen, and it went great. And we ended up signing up and started working early December.
How does that work? Because usually in a relationship, when both people train and compete, that's Joey. What's his last name? Your husband, Joey.
Belt to ton.
Yeah.
They call him Joy B.
Yeah. He obviously can train
Mhm.
harder than Matt Jansen can train. If you know, I've seen him train Joey. And I've seen his intensity in the gym.
Oh yeah, he has such a passion for it.
He's such a passionate guy. And how is that? Why would you need another coach? Couldn't you go to him for all these advices? Or why do you feel you need another coach?
I could. He's actually he actually prepped me 2019. I actually got my pro card with him. But we don't like to mix too much of the prep and the relationship together. We just found out that it works better when we have like somewhat a little bit separate. He obviously helps me train every now and then. He'll give me an extra push. He'll recommend some things. He'll keep an eye on my diet for me, or if I have a question about posing or whatever the case may be, of course, he'll give me his 2 cents. But we like to kind of keep that apart for the most part from the relationship.
Makes sense.
And he's one of the few men who can make almost as much noise as me when they're watching a bodybuilding show.
Oh yeah, he is the biggest hype man you could ever ask for. That's for sure.
Yeah. So with Matt Jansen, how is it going then?
So far so good. We started December 6th. I filled out a whole form of a bunch of information from previous contests, diet, blah, 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 etc. He provided me with a really good detailed plan. We're constant, communication. If I do need to have a phone call with him or whatever the case may be, or I have a question, he does get back to you pretty quickly. We do weekly check-ins. So we're taking this time right now, even though it's still an off season, we're taking it with a prep mentality. So we have a structured meal plan. We have weekly check-ins and all that good stuff.
I really hope, because as you know, we have said for long, not that long, but for a couple of years, that you are like, when Andrea Shaw decides to chill a little bit, You're gonna be the next in line, as they say. Well, I hope you are you taking this off season like it's a prep. Are you like all in?
Yes. Yeah. This is actually gonna be the first time that I take a full year off. And
we're gonna talk a little bit more about that later. I'm talking about the off season first because we're gonna build up to that one. So the off season, when you say off season, is every week? Is it structured off season diet plan?
Yes, this is the first time I do a very, very structured off season diets where the meals are weighed out, they're plans. They're executed, to the T. We have a weekly check-in every week. He'll either adjust something or, we're going to keep increasing food. I'm eating the most I've ever eaten right now. Give or take about 3,000 calories around there.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was, when I first spoke with Matt, I was under eating. And then my body fat was a little too high for what I was consuming. So our goal right now is just to uptake the food, maintain a lower body fat. That way, when prep does come around, we can get in that tip-top conditioning shape that Matt is known to bring in.
3,000 calories. Do you know your protein, carbs, and fat at all, or?
No, I don't go by macros, so I haven't really, divided them like that. But about 3,000 calories on training days, and then I would say maybe 2,700 on off days.
Does this that's maybe too private there, but anyway, okay. So we have seen some epic training video. JB, some guy just sent me a training video yesterday, and it was one of the most freakiest legs we have ever seen in off-season. And it was Kristina and Machado.
Yes, Amanda Machado.
And for people who want to watch it, it's out on Jay Cutler TV. That's some great. When you're on Jay Cutler TV, you get a lot of. I think you have 16,000 views already in one day. It's a lot of people watch Jay Cutler for this program. But the legs now, Kristina. This.
Oh
is
yeah.
freaky.
They are. Yeah, everything. I've definitely put on some size already, both upper body, lower body. The size is always there, but it's just full.
JB, have you seen the video or clips of it?
Yes, in full, yeah.
It's like the Cuban Natalia Masonka quads now, correct?
Yeah. Close.
Yeah. JB doesn't like it when I say that, but anyway.
That's close to. It's an honor. Yeah. It's close to. Very close
to. How cool is it now? You're in Las Vegas.
Yes.
You have Flex Lewis in the background. You have all these high names training in the gym. And now, do you have a training partner? Are you training Amanda? Are you training with her constantly now? Or
we officially are training together. We met actually just 2 weeks ago, and she was friends with Stan, and my husband knew her as well. So when she came into the gym, I believe she used to train at a different gym early mornings, and she changed her schedule around. So now she's at Dragons, and they suggested, Kristina's been training alone. Maybe you guys can link up and see how it works for you guys. And we trained one day, and the chemistry is just there.
Okay.
She's puts in a lot of effort. She doesn't complain. She works hard. So it's been great so far. We push each other and we keep each other accountable. And, she's able now to take some more videos of me and vice versa of her. So it's been going great. I'm really excited for that.
Who's the strongest?
I don't know. She keeps up. I would say maybe I do more weight. I push a little bit more weight than her. But I got to say, she's very impressive. She keeps up.
So you're the strongest. That's what we want to hear. With all those other things. And by the way, she's in great condition year round.
Oh, yeah.
Very athletic.
Yes. She's 19 weeks out and she looks ridiculous. I think she just year round, she stays pretty lean. So obviously she just needs to put on a little bit more size to be competitive with the other girls. But conditioning wise,
does she need size for women's physique more? Do you think so?
I think she could use a little bit more legs.
Okay.
Yeah, a little more legs. Her upper body's, it looks good, but she can use a little bit more dense in her lower body and her lower half. So that's what we're working on now. Some more quad sweep, better glutes, ham tie-in, things like that.
So how is it to train in the, because this is a brand new gym, and we've seen obviously the walls look very pretty and it looks clean and the air is nice, and but how is the real atmosphere there when the camera is not rolling? How is this? Is it hard?
There is nothing like the atmosphere at that gym. That I don't know what it is. I've trained at multiple different gyms. There's a couple gyms here that have opened up recently in Vegas, but nothing is like that atmosphere there. Everyone is just there to train. Everyone gets along. Everyone's kind of like pushing each other. I know it sounds like cliche, but it's just the chemistry with everyone that goes there. They go to have like a good time and train hard. There's no animosity, anything like that. So I love being there. Like even if you're tired after work, a long day, you know, you kind of just want to go home. Once you get there, the atmosphere kind of just, it switches.
Because you have a full-time job, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
So you go after your job, or 9 to 4, then you go to the gym, or?
Yes. So I work 8:30 to 5, sometimes 5:30, and then I'll go right after work, which is like 15-minute drive from work, so it's perfect. Get there, and then me and Amanda just get to work.
And you pack all your meals in the morning or from the day before, or when do you cook the food?
So once I get home from the gym, I'll pack up my meals and my husband's meals, get them ready for the next day, and then we both take them with us to work. I take my gym clothes and everything, so I have all my 4 meals, change, go to the gym, protein shake, and then I have my last meal when I get home.
Who cooks the meals? Him or you?
Me.
Good. Good. That's JB.
I cook all the meals.
I don't care how beautiful you are if you can't cook this week. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time he cooked, to be honest. When he gets down, he can make some good food, but it's been a while.
Okay. So it must be. This is what's very fascinating now, JB. That's what I'm so impressed with, the high-level athletes, that going to the job, having all the meals every single day, then going to the training, and then you just have one meal later, and then you got to go to bed almost. A little bit TV, and that's it, isn't it? Yeah,
pretty much. Full-time day every day. Yeah. So you just you gotta plan accordingly. I'm really detail oriented and super organized, so I think that, you know, it helps me out with that. I like to have everything kind of structured. So I kind of like it because it's a good balance for me. Like I have a little bit of both, bodybuilding and then work, and, you know, can get my mind off of one or the other. So yeah, as long as you're planned and structured, you'll be fine.
Kristina, I think we didn't ask you last time what you're doing for living.
Oh, I actually work for an auto glass company, and I work in the kind of like the accounting part of it. So I do all of the billing and the invoices for the company.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's
boring stuff, but I don't know why. There's something about, like, I just love working with like numbers and things like that. So I don't mind.
Me too.
Yeah.
But in a different way. But it's okay.
Do you wanna stop working 9 to 4 and just focus on bodybuilding, or?
Right now, no. Eventually, yes, I would like to. That's the goal, I think I would say. I would say maybe in the next 3 years or 3 to 5 years, I'd eventually like to stop, you know, working full-time, maybe part-time, or maybe not at all, and just focus just strictly on bodybuilding, especially once it becomes to more of that competitive level. I think you kind of have to put in more time and attention to the bodybuilding.
So JB, you know, we already planned, I don't know, we haven't told you yet, but me and Kristina already planned that 2022, we were going to the Olympia, we were going to win a pro show, we're going to go to Rise to Phoenix Top 5, we're going to do all these things. So inform us, Kristina, what's going down in 2022?
Okay, So a lot of people, obviously, they ask, as it's the beginning of the year, beginning of the season, you know, what shows are you planning to do? And can't wait to see you on stage, et cetera, et cetera. So only a few people know, but I'm actually taking the entire year off, 2022. We're really focusing. Yes, we're really focusing on improvements this year.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet. At first, it was like a hard decision to make. Obviously, as a competitor, you want to step on stage, you want to show your improvements, and you want to kind of like almost prove yourself that you deserve to be on the Olympia stage. And that's my plan. But I'm going to take a full solid year off. First time ever, like it's going to be a prep mentality. But, off season, we're going to continue with the check-ins, continue with the plan, continue training hard. And it's early January. That's it. We're starting prep for 2023.
So you're going to take the whole year off. So,
the whole year.
I know. So,
I know, and
JB,
it's just the beginning.
So yeah.
AJ is suffering. AJ is suffering. I know.
What was that a hard decision to come to, or?
It definitely wasn't easy. I already had my mind set on a couple of shows. But talking to Matt, we really decided that we have to get my body to a certain level before we can actually, bring something new and impressive to the stage. And the next time I step on stage, I want it to be like undeniable. I want to not only shock myself, because that's the most important, but shock everybody else. I want to be very, very, very competitive. The goal is not to go to the Olympia and aim for top 10. That's not the goal. I want to be up there in the mix. I want title Miss Olympia. So that's what I'm working. We don't work hard for a top 10, a top 8, top 5. My goal is to get on the Olympia stage, qualify and get on that stage and be competitive with Andrea Shaw and Hele and, be in that mix for the title.
We're going to come in like Brett Wilkins, JB. Add 30, well, that's too much. 20 pounds of stage weight. All to the delts and arms. And dwarf these other people, correct, Kristina?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. No, but realistically, this year then, because the legs we've seen are insane. But what's the program then for the upper body? Are you doing legs less, or are you doing what's?
So upper body, I train 4 times a week. I do hit shoulders twice, back twice. I have an arm day where I just focus on triceps and biceps. I also throw them into a couple other upper body days. Mm-hmm. We only train legs once. That's all I need. One leg day. I do have a hamstring finisher on one of my back days, just to touch up on a little bit of hamstrings. But yeah, the main focus is upper body.
JB, stop it. I need to put in the battery.
Go.
So, do you train chest at all?
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's more like a push day. So my main focus is chest that day. So I do 3 movements of chest, and then I do shoulders, just 1 to 2 movements of shoulders and 1 to 2 movements of triceps.
Okay.
And that's actually today. So I got chest day today.
Oh, you got chest day today? Yeah. What's your favorite body part to train?
I like back. I think maybe that's a lot of people's favorite, but I love the combination of back with a hamstring finisher. So yesterday was a back day with a hamstring finisher, and it's pretty much, I don't know, I feel strong, get a good, nice pump. It's good.
People want to know, because we want to believe now. Are we upping the supplementation this year, or is it just the food?
Actually, it's just the food.
Really?
For now, I mean, me and Matt just started, so nothing crazy. Really light. Really, actually, on pretty much not much at all.
Can you? Because we what does that mean? Can you tell us, or is that secret? You want to keep that secret, or like what are we run? Are we running? Is it more than primo right now?
Not even.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Yes, really almost natty, to be honest, as of right now.
Wow, coming in like Michael Hearn, huh?
and we're already seeing changes. So obviously the year has just started. So he wants to keep everything clean and natural as of right now. We'll see where it goes. I know we're going to continue increasing food, and he might add in some supplementation in there, and then we'll do like a little cut, and then we'll go back up to a bulk, and then by that time we'll start prep in January.
Because you're very feminine. You're not willing to risk your femininity, are you, for anything, for any gains?
Correct. Also, that's one of his, he doesn't want to risk that either, myself included, nor obviously my husband. I want to keep it very feminine. Honestly, food is very powerful. So that's all we're really utilizing right now. That might change in the future, but we'll see how it goes.
So JB, a full year with no Kristina Nicole Mendoza on stage. Oh, oof.
I know.
yeah, but we can interview.
I'll still be at some of the shows. Hopefully with Wings of Strength, they're going to come out with their ambassador list in the next week or so.
Yeah.
So I'll be there to support, of course. It's going to be hard to not be on stage, but it's going to be worth it for the long run. I know that for sure.
Have you applied for the ambassador program?
Yes. Yeah, this would be, let's see, 18, 19, 20.
They took you
This
in?
would be my fifth year.
But do they know you're not competing?
Yes, I told them that there's no show set in stone right now. Again, I'm saying that I'm going to take the whole year off, but we don't really know how my body's going to react. Let's say things go fantastic and I look great, by July, and we might want to do a show at the end of the year. I don't really know, but right now the goal is not competing this year. Obviously, I don't like to say never kind of thing. Who knows where it's gonna go? But
you might want to do Romania Pro in November, correct? And get
you never know.
You
never know.
I booked
You
the
never
flight.
know. You never know. Yeah.
Right now, our intentions is take the whole year off and start 2023. But maybe I can do something at the end of the year if things go better than expected. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. No expectations though. I think nothing yet set in stone for a show this year.
JB, realistically, she doesn't want to go to Olympia to be that top 10, top 12 finisher.
No.
I don't think it's possible to get that top 3, top 4 without a full year. So, an off-season, proper off-season, no dieting down for anything. Just get huge, in good shape, of course. You're not going to go start eating McDonald's, of course, but... Correct.
Yeah. We definitely want to maintain a balanced body fat. So we're actually trying to lower the body fat now, just a little bit, while still increasing the food, just to get my metabolism, where it needs to be.
And in September, she's on 10,000 calories.
But 3,000 is actually pretty low for some, because some are up to 4 and 5 and
yeah. So I was actually, this is the most I've ever eaten. So that was kind of his concern, that I was not eating enough. So when it comes to prep, if you're not eating, a certain amount of calories, where are you going to pull from? Which is why I probably haven't really been able to nail my conditioning, because you can only go down so low. Where then you have to go to the extreme, almost adding too much cardio, taking too many fat burners, or whatever the case may be. So obviously we got to start low. For me, this is really high. It's even kind of hard to eat all my food sometimes. I would say like by meal 4, I'm a little like stuffed almost in a sense. But yeah, we're going to keep increasing. So probably by next week, he said he's going to add some more food in there, and we'll slowly keep going up. And then, like I said, we'll probably do like a mini cut, and then we'll bulk back up. And by that time, it'll be January, and we'll be ready to start prep.
No.
Then some predictions, since you're not competing this year. Helle Trevino, let's say she's not doing it because sadly of the injury. We don't know. We don't want to say, but let's say she's not. I know. Who do you see making a splash in the smaller shows before Rising Olympia? Who is 3 girls you predict will make their mark in 2022 in the smaller shows? And why?
I suck at names and I'm already like having a moment here, but Stephanie, I forgot her last name first.
Stephanie, Stephanie
Flesher.
Marie Flesher?
Blonde.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I think she was gonna do very well at the Indie Pro. I know she's gonna compete at the Indie Pro this year.
Correct.
I think she's gonna kill it. I know last year was kind of ups and downs with her, you know, starting as a women's physique and then transitioning into women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So she's had some time off. She's put on some size, and I think she's gonna nail it. So I think she'll be a nice contender heading into the Olympia.
Oh, really? You think she'll be a contender for the top spots at the Olympia?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she keeps going the way she's going, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting. Okay, who else?
We're talking about the same Stephanie, right?
the girl who placed 3rd to you at Tampa, correct?
At Chicago, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
also,
that's one.
I don't know if Mona's competing this year, but obviously Mona,
She's
she was
competing.
very, very impressive last year, and if she does that again this year, I mean, I see her again in the top 4.
Without Helle there, she's going to climb even higher, isn't she?
I think so. I know there's a lot of other new girls coming in this year that I haven't seen compete. So it's hard to say without really knowing who's going to be there.
Okay.
Also, is her name Natasha from Russia?
Anastasia.
Sorry.
Which one? The shorter one or the bigger one?
The shorter one. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do. I do like her physique. I am a fan of her physique. I think she brings an awesome package. She's also very beautiful in the face. I think she
Can you imagine her husband and her walking into the Olympia? Could you imagine?
Hey, that's their, that's up to them how they want to present themselves. I'm just talking about her stage look.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Her and her husband like to do for Instagram and, the controversy or whatever. That's their stuff. But
what do you like about her physique?
I just think she's well balanced. She's full. I think she could bring in a little bit of tighter glutes, but other than that, it's just very graceful on stage. Yeah, I really do. I like her. I am a fan of her physique. She's very nice physique.
JB, you saw her in Portugal. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was awesome to see. And like Kristina said, the little things on the glute, they were repaired at the moment. I saw the last pictures. And so you're right, Kristina. So
other than that,
will have an impact. Definitely.
Very good. Yes, I do believe so. And again, very beautiful, very graceful. And that's what I want to see in women's bodybuilding. I want to keep the beauty, feminine, powerful packages too.
JB hates that word. he won't know, but I understand.
Package.
No. It's because in the last few years, this word femininity was misused for other classes. You know what I mean? Go back to these classes and shrink down and tread down, downsize. That's why.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
We are sad, but we're happy at the same time, Kristina, correct?
Yes.
Yes. JB?
We also.
I'll be back.
Oh, you'll be back, correct?
I feel like everyone's always kind of in a rush, to get there, and you can't really rush the process.
Yeah.
You gotta be patient, consistent. and just, you got to trust the process. So that's the stage that I am right now in my journey, and we're going to get there. And when I get there, I want to make a statement when I get there. Again, I don't want to step on stage just to say I'm at the Olympia. I want to step on the Olympia stage and be competitive in my division.
Are we gonna? People are gonna be happy and sad, obviously, but I think you should feel in women's bodybuilding. There's so many great women bodybuilders that people don't even support or don't follow their journey or don't have any expectation of, even though they're awesome, you know, because they haven't connected to the people for whatever reasons. It must feel good to have this support and people like, what are you gonna do? And because it's in women's bodybuilding, that doesn't always happen. So
yeah,
it feels good, doesn't it?
It does. It feels good, and I'm grateful for it. You know, we got to keep the women's divisions alive, and you know, we got to keep it exciting. So I'm honored that people, you know, want to know what's next for me, and I'm excited to continue supporting. And I'm gonna keep, you know, posting videos, and I'll post, you know, updates and stuff like that to keep everybody in the loop of what's coming for 2023.
Where can we see, will you and Amanda, is there any videos you guys will be posting anywhere, or like videos, not Instagram clips, but videos?
Yes, she actually has a YouTube. I know I need to get one myself. I will work on it. But she has a YouTube channel, and she's gonna be posting majority of the workouts, obviously filmed by, you know, professional videographer. So we'll be doing one, like, I believe 1 to 2 every month.
Okay, wow, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so you'll see a lot more training from us. Obviously, you'll see some on Instagram as well. And then I'll, you know, post some more update pictures and things like that to kind of keep everybody, you know, excited for what's to come.
Last thing, it's not everyone we say make a YouTube, but JB, you as an editor, you know how hard it is sometimes to make videos when you have a full-time job, guys. Like Kristina, full-time job, cook all the meals, and going to the gym every day with type of intensity girls or athletes are training. Then to start your own channel and upload all these videos and find an editor and shoot it and to look good on camera, and it's not as easy as it sounds, is it?
No, it's a full-time. It's full-time. People that have big YouTube channels, probably that's what they do throughout the day, basically.
One
day we're gonna get there. We'll get my YouTube channel up there one day.
JB, I don't think Nick Trigili has left his house in 6 months. And the way he's, but anyway, I have a dream.
Like Stephanie does.
I have a dream, JB, before we go, and that's to see Kristina Nicole on the 2023 Arnold Classic Ohio stage as the first, going up against Anastasia for the title at the Arnold Classic Ohio 2023. That would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be awesome. I would love to not only get on the Arnold stage, I would love to compete with her. Heck yeah. That'd be a great first show of the season.
Yeah. Okay, Kristina, as you know, we are been following for a long time. Whatever you're doing, we're following, and keep us updated with some great videos. And when we have some shows, we want to have you, if you are free one weekend, to do your we try to get more girls involved with the commentary this year, or wrap-ups or predictions. I hope you have time for one of that this year.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you in advance.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
I would love to
say something to the millions of fans watching before we go.
I appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you for the support, not only for myself, but for my the division of women's bodybuilding as well as women's physique. We love you. And thank you guys for everything that you guys do as well.
And JB, we are
out.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, it's Kristina Nicole Mendoza. You're watching Female Bodybuilding on YouTube. Please subscribe, comment below. Thank you guys so much for the support.